Well, good evening. If you're just joining us, we're in Bangkok, Thailand. It's the final here of the FIBA U19 Women's Basketball World Cup. Paige Bueckers has been dazzling at times in this tournament. She'll play at the University of Connecticut next year. But it's going to be Van Lith that starts off with the three-pointer. Not something we saw much of yesterday. And we're seeing some early pressure, but Australia break it. Of course, these two teams met earlier in the tournament, and USA won it, and the press bank worked.
And you know, we had an opportunity to talk to Claudia Broussard yesterday, you and I, and we said, you know, about their first game.
Bueckers, meanwhile, comes down and shoots it.
You know, what did you struggle with? And they said the pressure of the U.S., we turned the ball over. And after that first game, what we learned was we needed to put in a better press break. And here you saw them, you know, already break the press. So they learned fast. Probably not as fast as some coaches would like.
Shelley drives in, banks it in. She was impressive in the win over Spain, and she picks right up where she left off yesterday. Of course, everybody really for Australia was impressive. Quick pass to Naz, the captain, Naz Hillman, and now Emma Nopu, who I thought was really good yesterday, but she couldn't get back on the court because everybody else was playing so well. And now the captain, Scanlon, drives in.
Emma Nopu, you mean, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Goodchild was incredible for them in the first half. Shelley started the third quarter for them. Then you had Heel take over.
Van Lith, I'll tell you, the USA not shy about putting up the threes.
No.
We hardly saw that yesterday against
You know what?
Belgium.
They only averaged 16 three-point attempts.
Scanlon, Fowler with the rebound. See why Portland State are excited about having Fowler. She is
University of Portland.
Oh, University of
Yes.
Portland. Sorry, who's going to Portland State?
That's what we have written down,
okay,
Jeff,
okay.
But
oh,
yeah.
nice drive, and at the finish, it's going to count by Anstey.
We just saw that offensive rebound by Fowler, and keep in mind, this is an enormous stat. Good job, way to take the contact for Anstey there. The Australians average 57 rebounds per game, and they average a whopping just under 26 offensive rebounds. I mean, do you know how many second chance opportunities that is and possible points? And that has to be, if you're this USA team, an emphasis. You cannot let the US get to the offensive boards.
Well, Anstey's been kind of slow. I'm not sure she's been 100% fit. She misses that. She started fast today, though. Emma Nopu with the rebound.
And another offensive rebound.
Well, Fowler puts it up, and there's Anstey, but she was boxed out by Boston. Van Lith got an earful from Waltz in the last breakage in play. Good job by Anstey to get in and get the block. Howard fouled by Emma Nopu.
And really, for me, you know what it is about Howard? I mean, plays at Kentucky.
Yep.
I mean, she just finished her first year. She was Rookie of the Year in the conference. I think it's evident and obvious to me that she has 1 year university under her belt. Like, she just seems
At a high level.
a higher level than, you know, some of her teammates who haven't. I mean, they're younger, that's why.
Yeah.
You know, they haven't played in the NCAA, and you know, there's. I think that's why we're seeing her really excel here.
Well, Shelley gets it into Anstey, and she scores. I was like, she needs to throw that back out, but she's like, nope.
Yesterday, I swear, when she was running, it looked like her knee was really bothering her. I don't see the same today early, so maybe the medical staff have magic hands.
Pass to Van Lith, and she hits another one. Goodness me.
You know, like I said, the U.S., they only shoot 16 attempts a game from three so far in this tournament. They're only shooting 30% as well.
Boy, Anstey is not afraid of Boston at all. She's going right at her.
And, you know, I love the offense right now. Both teams are excelling.
Bueckers, and good defense by Shelley. Now Boston posting up and gets inside on Anstey.
But you need to see them kind of pick it up, the same intensity on defense, because I mean right now we're looking at well over a 100-point game.
Well, Shelley got too deep there, kind of left her feet, but Emanoku hustles back. She went over and back. Good pressure by Howard. So it'll be USA ball. I guess really Australia going to have to get a hand in the face of Van Lith. She's shown that she can come out and knock down that three-point shot.
And you know, going into this game, she was shooting 18% from three, but she's taking under 2 attempts a game as well. So you can't really look at that stat. And
here she is again, and this time off target. Quick outlet, maybe a little bit too much, but Scanlon there to pick it up. Australia pushing it quickly. They get it again to Fowler. The Gems are off and running.
And the pressure defense by the U.S. is kind of making this Australian team play at a faster pace, but it almost seems to be benefiting them right now.
Bueckers. Anstey fouled by Belibi.
How about Anstey? Here you see
Anstey, Fowler here, who struggled with her shot in the first quarter yesterday.
I mean, really the whole game. I think she's 2 for 11 in the game, but they were great looks. I mean, as a coach, you say keep shooting. They got to eventually fall, and if they fall tonight, hey, you'll take the shooting woes yesterday.
Scanlon this time gets it down low. Anstey again with the rebound and putback. She's playing like a center possessed tonight. Van Lith. Queen Egbo. Oh boy, that was quality.
And we haven't really seen her make post moves because she doesn't really need to.
Look at the control from Emanoku. Gets it to Anstey, but that was just terrific strength by Emanoku. Now down low, USA going right back at Australia. Egbo, but isn't able to get it to go. Now Anstey has it. Boy, they are not backing down, nor should they. Australia, I mean, they've shown they can be just as combative as the red, white, and blue. The green and the gold. Anstey.
Why not? I mean, she has a hot hand. She's 6 for 6, now 6 for 7.
She's gonna have to come out. She's bending over trying to catch her breath.
She's fatigued. I think we see Potter on the bench right there, ready to sub in.
Van Lith.
And see right there, you could tell she would normally.
She didn't chase the rebound. And now Queen Egbo gets in there. Van Lith again for 3. And again, Anstey trying to box out.
You know what? This might be a moment for Australia, one of the guards or someone to pick up a foul.
And Bueckers.
That happens. You pick up a foul so you can get Anstey, you know, a substitution, really. And you do see Potter there on the bench ready to check in for Anstey and...
Or Bourne's coming in, I think.
Oh, sorry, Bourne.
That's her identity.
Oh, and now Potter.
Now Potter. Quickly up ahead, though, to Shelley. She kind of loses control. And the Oregon-bound Shelley turns it over. Well, substitutions coming in for both teams now. Celeste Taylor from Texas. She'll be playing at Texas. Comes in, number 7. Potter and Bourne comes in as well. Scanlon guarding Bueckers, trying to make a test of herself. Now goes to Boston, and she goes right at Bourne, and great defense from the Australian, forcing the travel. I think we fully expect Boston to get a lot better when she goes to South Carolina.
I mean, she's going to be playing for one of the best basketball players, one of the top coaches.
And best players of all time.
Yeah.
Ross Daly. What a turn from Bourne. And a block called on Scanlon, but you have to like her defense. She has come out today and really gotten after it.
I mean, if you want to beat the U.S., you can't be intimidated, and that's, you know, here
Yeah, good call.
It was a great call by the ref. You know, if she had maybe moved her foot a little bit to the left, tried to cut off her a little bit more, she might have actually been able to draw a charge. But what I really like about this Australian team so far is they're not backing down. They're not intimidated. They believe that they can score.
Howard for three. That's right where she hit that crucial three last night against Belgium.
She is in this tournament, Jeff, 48% from three. That's enormous.
Yeah, you cannot leave her open. Probably doesn't shoot it enough.
No, I mean I think she only has 4.5 attempts per game as well. So
Potter this time turns it over, and Howard almost turned it over as well. She's able to control it. Now she's open. She puts it out, and she ties it. Boy, she's probably, you have to say, she is right in the thick of the MVP hunt in this tournament.
yeah, she has been the most consistent player for this U.S. team.
Now Potter to Fowler, and the foul on Bueckers.
There we see Howard. You can't leave her open. I mean, right there, Potter kind of flew backwards on her. You got to force Howard to drive, but the thing is, she's so talented that she can score anywhere.
Shyla Heel in the game. She inbounded the ball to Shelley. Shyla was the leading scorer for Australia yesterday.
All 14 of her points in the second half.
Potter, good control, but didn't finish, and the ball goes over.
And you know, we saw an incredibly slow 10 minutes from Australia in the first quarter yesterday, and you know, you and I talked and said there's no way they can start like that against the U.S. because they'll be down 20 after 10 minutes, and they've fixed that, that's for sure.
Well, they have, but as good as they've been, it's still tied. Great defense by Shyla Hill. Oh, almost turned it over. Then takes a very tough shot. Fowler hustles down and gets it. Potter gets it to Fowler. She hands it off to Bourne. And
good movement, passing actually. Just, Bourne had a good look with her left hand down there. This pace is really fast.
It'll be 80-80 over 4 quarters. I'm not sure it's going to go that way. Well, Naz Hillman passes over to Taylor, who goes baseline, back to Hillman. And then good D. Oh boy, how did Boston get that ball? But nevertheless, the shot clock expired.
Yeah, great defense from Australia there.
It's very, very close game, ladies and gentlemen. Substitution for USA.
Bueckers goes out. Caitlin Clark comes into the game, number 6, and Van Lith also comes back in.
Australia, get the ball.
So again, some full court pressure here. Australia going to have to face this all night long. They do. They get it to Potter. Taylor tries to get in front of her. Then Fowler decides to slow it up, pass it back out. Fowler goes right at Boston.
USA, get the ball. 37 seconds left.
Now Taylor left open. Off the iron. Naz Hillman with the rebound. Out of bounds to the USA. He comes back in for Fowler here for the final 28.4 seconds of the first quarter. She's had a chance to catch her breath. And Taylor, did she get it in? Yep. Hillman catches it. Clark for 3. Ball bounces long. Great effort by Taylor. What a play. Boston benefits, but that was all down to Taylor's hustle.
That was Taylor's hustle, and those were kind of the effort plays and the who wants it more.
Well, I think Australia lost sight of the shot clock, but never mind, the game clock.
That was one of those, Jeff, if she missed that, you said, oh, that was way too early. But when you make it, you say, okay.
Van Lith doesn't get it off in time. So it ended up being a good play, and probably one of the more important plays. We haven't seen Potter make many of the last 2 games, but that was a big one. It puts Australia back in front 23-22 at the end of 1. Had that legendary confrontation before the 1996 Olympics with Charles Barkley. Didn't back down. People still talk about that. Here's Potter. And good hands by Clark. So 13 on the shot clock, and Minoku back in the game. There's Potter. Again, she hit that 3. She'll be looking to perhaps take another one. She's open. Skip pass over to Imanoku. She gets inside, puts it up and banks it in.
Why not? Good clock awareness. She knew she was going to have to attack and get the shot up.
Now to Boston, and she usually is going to be successful there in the way she is. She gets the foul called on Anstey.
And you know, here we see the difficult shot by Imanoku. The last play down where we see Boston at the free throw line now. Anstey cannot let Boston get that low without trying to 3-quarter or full front her, because if Boston catches the ball that close to the basket, more often than not, she's going to score or get to the free throw line.
Well, she was noticeably backing Massey down yesterday.
And Massey is strong.
Yeah. So that's, USA will test that. Minoku. Gets it off. Good child. Really turned the game in Australia's favor yesterday when she came off the bench. Duke University star guard. And nice drive again from Imanoku.
And you thought in the quarterfinals, Imanoku was really kind of stepped up and was. We didn't see a lot of her yesterday.
Good hands, but then Boston gets it back. Well, they're starting to attack now down low with Boston. Bourne passes to Anstey. And she throws it into the hands of Van Lith, who anticipated well. Clark to Boston again, using her body to good effect. And USA have gone back in front. Bourne has it knocked away by Clark, who's now in the middle of the court on the break. She goes behind her back. She goes in and is fouled. Great play by Clark.
Good ball handling. I mean, to be able to going 100% full speed. And you see the ball control.
She's going to be a special player.
Maybe got away with a little bit of a push off. I actually think that's a really good foul by Heel as well. Yeah. I think Australia needs to switch something up and not let Boston have that easy.
Clark bounces it in. Makes both. That she's going to come out, and Paige Bueckers comes back into the game. So good minutes from Clark, I thought. So they come and meet Heel, who gets rid of it to Imanoku. Heel's pass intercepted by Van Lith. And great read by Imanoku to take it back from Van Lith. Now Australia might have numbers. No, Imanoku is going to pull it back out. Fowler sets the pick. She's going to roll. Good child. Passes over to Heel. Imanoku with the board. Good child in the lane. USA leading it by 1. Here's Boston. She's been a problem, but she misses that one. Good child. Eminoku open, so she's going to take it. And there is good child for the offensive rebound and putback. Nobody boxed her out.
I mean, the hardest thing to do when you're playing zone, which the U.S. are in right now, is to find a man and box out, because you have to go out of the area that you're defending in. And against such a strong offensive rebounding team, that's kind of one of those that you have to, you play it because you think it's an advantage, but you also give up something.
Well, Hillman had nowhere to go that time, ran right into Fowler, who's, you can't see it, she's bending over like she took a shot to the midsection. So tough defense there by Fowler, takes one for the team.
Shaking it off. I mean, it's a gold medal game. Those kind of things you play through. I think she might be winded.
Good child. Bourne at the line. Rebound Howard quickly over to Bueckers. And good child called for a hold, I think, on Queen Egbo.
And that was a mismatch again. I mean, it is their 3rd foul now, but not a bad foul to take if you're a good child.
6:08 to go here in the first half. Bueckers inbounds it. Howard thought about launching it, now she does. USA crashing the boards. Egbo and now Eminoku, who has been terrific on the break, hands it off to Scanlon. Australia beat USA down the floor. So Australia were trailing, now they're back in front by 3. Boston not in the game. Will they go inside? And Taylor goes baseline, loses control.
Both teams actually playing quite a bit of zone here early in this gold medal game. And, you and I did the U17s last year. 2 years ago, I was in Udine, Italy for the U19s. I think more teams are kind of going to zone looks in this tournament.
Great response there by Queen Egbo. Now the turnover to Howard. Bueckers open floor, pulls up. Oh boy, quality stuff from Paige Bueckers.
She's exciting. I think Gino Auriemma is going to enjoy coaching her.
Runner from Goodchild. We were talking about that in the last game, how maybe it's not as good a shot.
I just don't think it's a consistent shot.
Well, Egbo just lost control. Fowler got it to Goodchild, maybe a little bit too late. And USA come away with possession. All the bodies down. Here's Bueckers again. She'll maybe pull up. No, she's going to fly in for the layup. USA back in front. This. Taylor looks up quite rightly and gets it to Bueckers, who's almost unstoppable when she's got the ball on a fast break.
She plays with such confidence, but already her bag of tricks offensively are incredibly impressive.
Fowler turns and scores. That's her best move that I've seen over the last 2 days.
She does a really good job of using her body to sort of protect the ball and go into that kind of combination between a hook shot and a little one-handed jump shot.
Bueckers! That's another part of her arsenal there. Her repertoire.
We haven't really seen a lot.
USA back in front by 2 now. Bounce pass inside, and really Bourne was surrounded. Bueckers again. This is where she's so dangerous. This time she passes it off to Naz Hillman. And Butler calls timeout. Great response by the USA.
She hasn't done it much in this tournament. So maybe she does have that in her repertoire, and we just haven't really seen it yet because she is so skilled offensively with her jump shot and getting to the basket.
Well, to get it to Potter, she maybe could have gone up for an alley-oop there, but decided to come down with it. Probably the smart decision. Now Shelley back in the game. Passes it over to Bourne, and good defense by Egbo, getting a hand in the face. USA with an opportunity here to get a little bit of a cushion. Up 4. 2:40 remaining. Bueckers again. And Goodchild up ahead. It goes to Shelley. She's open. She'll take it, and she will not make it. Ball goes over the backboard and back into the hands of the USA.
USA get the ball. Number 15.
One of 7 from 3, 5 of 12 for the USA from 3-point range.
If Shelley had attacked, it might have been a 2-on-1 or 3-on-2 situation instead of pulling up for that 3-point shot in transition.
Jones in the game now, Iowa State star, and Fowler gets the rebound. Shelley looking up, thinking about getting it to Goodchild. Jones knows that Goodchild would like to let it fly. Oh, good hands by Jones to reach in and knock it away. Good minutes for her at the end of the first half.
And you know, Goodchild was open on that last screen, but she hesitated instead of going right up into her shot. I think she thought about passing and then brought the ball down, and that's where Jones was able to get a hand on it.
Well, USA called timeout here at the end. You see Bueckers losing control of it as she was attacking. Well, I believe he's in the game now. Howard back in. Bueckers. Not a true point guard on the floor, I don't think, for the USA.
No, I think you're going to see Bueckers bringing the ball up the court.
Well, if Australia wanted to press. Here's Shelley. Nice little runner there for her.
You know, now it's about getting a stop.
Queen Egbo. Heel back in the game for Australia. Good hands there by Shelley to knock the ball away. Heel. Quick pass down low to Bourne, but she gets rejected by Howard. We saw Howard reject Massey yesterday.
I mean, she came out of nowhere and rejected Massey yesterday.
So Bueckers, Egbo, and Belibe go out. And Hillman, Clark, and Jones are back in. Or, excuse me, Boston back in. Jones is already in. There's Clark going for the steal. Shelley. A little bit too hard. Now Howard fights through the defense. Gets it to Jones. And she turns and tries to take what the defense she thought was giving her, but really they weren't. And now Australia have it. Potter took on Clark. Yeah, not a good idea to mess around with Clark, I think. She's pretty crafty. There's Jones inside.
And I think those are 3 bad shots in a row from the U.S. I mean, I think Jones' first attack wasn't that great. Clark pulled up for a 3. They should have held on to the ball and ran on offense.
Oh, she takes it early and makes another one. It's the second time late in the quarter they've taken a 3 and made it.
Australia needs to.
Howard right at the end. She got the backboard and rim. But I guess they figure they're open, so they're going to take it, and that's giving them a 40-39 lead at halftime over the USA.
Bueckers also took over in that second quarter.
And Australia.
Well, second half action underway. Van hasn't guarded by Lily Scanlon. Emanoku, who was quite possibly Australia's most outstanding player in that first half, guarding Howard. Now Bueckers puts it on the deck and goes to the basket and scores immediately. She's a natural scorer. Fowler. And Australia could turn it over, and they do indeed. I tell you, that whistle could have blown even before that.
Yeah.
14. So
I mean, that's disappointing. Your first offensive possession out of halftime, when they did an excellent job of breaking the same press, the same full court press in the first half.
So a good start for the USA, getting the Bueckers basket and then forcing the 8-second violation. But now, a shot clock violation on the USA, so good defense by Australia.
Yeah, I'm not sure anyone was really aware of the shot clock. Right here, they need to get someone in the middle.
Scanlon saved that. Now she's trapped. She gets out of it. Somebody might be open. Shelley spins, gets inside. Oh. Draws the foul.
Foul on number 14. First and the first team foul. And number 4 will take 2 at the free throw line for Australia. And she did the first one.
Shelley makes the first. Some big games in Zaragoza. Now Van Lith. Bueckers pulls up and hits it. Well, she's a problem. I mean, they've got to figure out what they're going to do with her. This time, Bueckers, not sure why she commits the, well, she's going for the steal, but.
I mean, it was actually a pretty hard foul. And it was just kind of unnecessary. Here you see her jump shot. She is good, Jeff. I mean, Ansi was coming out hard with 2 hands, and she was still able to get her shot off and make it.
Emanoku tried to dribble past Hillman, but Hillman knocks it out of bounds. Playing at Nebraska next year. Here's Shelley and Hillman with the board. USA with a 1-point lead. Boston being pushed out. Now Bueckers goes up again. This time doesn't fall. Still looked like a good shot. Now Scanlon stopped by Howard. Then she goes around her, and then Scanlon takes it all the way. Maybe the right plan was to bring it back out.
And you know, those are the hustle plays that I'm talking about. You got to get on the floor. It comes down to who wants it more. And maybe not the best shot by Scanlon, but at least she stayed with it. And you jump ball, she got her team back the ball.
Scanlon inbounds it to Bourne. Spins, goes up with the left hand, but Boston too imposing down there. Bourne not making quite the same impact down low as she did yesterday against Spain. Now Howard dribbles into trouble but gets out of it. And Boston denied but gets the ball back. Fowler guarding Bueckers, Hillman back outside to Van Lith. Van Lith gets it off. And Emanoku Rebounds and runs.
You know, statistically, the stuff that Emma Noku does, I don't think really shows up.
Shelley for three. Rainmaker.
But you're a big fan of Emma Noku as well, right?
I am.
When you get to watch her, you realize her
All-round contribution.
Yes, really.
Yeah. She's first to the ball. She's quick.
Defensively, she doesn't make a lot of mistakes. She can stay with guards. She can help inside.
Van Lith to right. And Boston again, another offensive rebound. And Fowler able to get the ball and hand it off to Shelley, who passes it up with her left hand to Scanlon. Scanlon just goes all the way again.
You know, I think right there, she went too deep.
Charge call on Van Lith.
I mean, I just think that was big defense by Fowler. Here we get to see it. She does a good job kind of moving her feet. And
Great
yeah,
call
sure
by the
enough,
ref.
Van Lith pushes off with her left hand.
Goodchild checks back in. Van Lith goes out, and coming in for her, Celeste Taylor.
Taylor had some good minutes there for them in the hustle plays in the first half.
Bourne again drives, doesn't score with the left hand. Howard, good job defensively, by
Great defense.
Shelley. And now Goodchild in the open floor. She's got 3-on-1. She gets it off. Fowler lays it up and in. 4-point lead for the Gems. Bueckers, and despite being boxed out, Taylor got a great offensive rebound, and then Australia commit a foul. Good play off the bench from Taylor, but Levy now coming back in for Boston.
Another offensive rebound for the U.S. And, you know, I think they've done a good job of kind of leading the Australians into what they're typically good at.
She makes both to cut the deficit back to just 2 points, and Anstey, who scored all of her points early on.
In the first quarter, in the first 6.5 minutes, I think it was, maybe even less than that.
And now Emma Noku turns it over, being guarded by Taylor. So Taylor's come out now and made a couple of big plays for the USA. Got the offensive rebound and the free throws, and now she forces the turnover. Bueckers for three. And Belibi out-hustles the Gems to the ball. Howard, she misses the three.
They got lucky leaving Howard wide open. That is one person you don't want to see shoot from beyond the arc.
Goodchild.
They've been taking, you know, I like they're not.
Oh, Bueckers in for the layup. And USA have tied it up at 47.
I feel like Australia have taken really, really tough shots around the basket, where maybe, you know, they could drive, they've collapsed the defense a little bit, kick it back out for some open looks instead of forcing a tough layup or a tough kind of a shot inside the key.
For Shelley on the baseline, she ends up
Again,
going with her back to the basket, tries to throw it over Howard. Now Taylor open, feed set. Oh boy, she has been tough coming off the bench.
oh, and here.
And now an
Careless.
unforced turnover, or yeah.
Substitution for
starting to show now for Australia.
And this is, you know, I talked about Jeff at the beginning of this third quarter. Not has enough energy and gas left in the tank. And right now, the last couple of minutes, I think we see the U.S. have the fresher legs. You know, I talked about mental mistakes, and that last turnover by the Australia was a mental mistake.
And Taylor stepped out of bounds, so reprieve for Australia. Meanwhile, talking about fresh legs, Heel back in the game for Australia, the point guard. And no full court pressure, USA back on defense. Goodchild sees an opening, drives in. Anstey with the offensive rebound and draws the foul.
And you know, I like that possession better by Australia. I thought that was a good shot by Goodchild, not some type of a floater. She didn't go too far where the defense were already there. It was a good jump shot, and when you get off good shots, even if you miss, you have rebounders around, and sure enough, Nancy was there, and she's at the free throw line for 2.
She had the fast start. Anstey, that's her first points in quite some time now. She's leading Australia with 13 points. Bueckers of the USA has a game high 17. Nobody boxed out Imanopu, who then missed a layup. Incredibly. Wow, I can't believe I saw that. A break for the USA there. Van Lith to Belibi. And scrapping for the ball that goes out of bounds to the USA.
Substitution. Number 10 in and number 9 out for Australia.
So Imanopu goes out. Potter comes in. And great defense. They were able to inbound it to Belibi. And a jump ball called. It'll be a USA ball. Taylor dances to her left, hands it off to Clark. 5 on the shot clock. Clark launches it. A lot of yellow shirts and finally come down with it. Potter and Australia want to run.
That was a good call by the ref, Canadian referee. Taylor tried to bait her into it, but it clearly went off the USA.
You saying that because you're Canadian?
Yeah.
10 offensive boards for Australia out of their 30, 13 for the USA. Both teams crashing the offensive glass. No, not much between these two teams. Horatio Muratori, the FIBA president, looking on. Talked during this tournament about a lot about women's basketball and how there's considerable effort by basketball's world governing body to grow the game. Yeah.
Have more young girls starting to play the sport. Grow it even more. You know, we have FIBA colleagues down in Africa a lot, South America a lot.
Offensive rebound, Potter, and she goes right back up. And it's like a free-for-all down there. They're wrestling for the ball. This will be Australia possession.
And Australian ball.
You know, only 4 for 7 shooting from the free throw line for Australia compared to 8 of 8 by the U.S.
Here's Potter. A little 3 earlier in the game, and now sliding out of bounds. I think Heel thought it was going to be the USA was out of bounds.
Okay,
Maybe inbounds it. Heel gets back on defense.
leading by 15-49.
Bueckers gets the offensive rebound, puts it up. And it's going to fall. No shot. There's a foul for the shot. Second team foul in Australia was she's shooting.
Foul number 7. It has second team foul.
Good shot.
Substitution, Australia.
Shelley comes back into the game, this time for a
Number
good
7.
shot.
And United States 17. And number 5 out.
Bueckers is kind of hobbling. She is not someone,
That hobbles for nothing.
no, and
She'll want to
if
stay out
you're
there.
the U.S.,
She has to be on the floor in crunch time.
yeah, exactly.
Believe gets it to Boston. Boy, look at Taylor getting there and rebound it. Anstey swatted it, and then Potter saved it in bounds to Shelley. But boy,
What great awareness by Anstey to block the shot, know it's going off of her, and you always say don't save the ball kind of out, but she threw it far enough away. They're just dribbling too deep sometimes.
Shelley drives in, tries to bank it in. Boston with the board.
Number 7 get ball for United States.
And lifts into Believe. And she was fouled by Fowler, appropriately.
Foul number 14.
Believe has been relatively quiet today and also yesterday.
Substitution for
Stanford
Australia.
found center. Anstey goes out. Born back into the game.
I just, the Australia right now are taking incredibly tough layups. I mean, it's not surprising that they're not making them. And, I like that they're not settling for outside shots, but I think you can kind of mix it up. I think they're dribbling way too fast.
She makes one of two to take it back to a 2-point lead. They want to get good shots. Look at Van Lith just take it away from Shelley. She's going to race in and lay it up for a 4-point lead. Oh, good play by Shelley to cross up Taylor and draw the foul.
Foul number 7.
So Shelley will go to the line. While we're looking at Taylor, she really plays bigger than her size. Have you noticed how she really mixes it up
And
down
her
low?
rebounds?
Yeah. Shelley misses another Australian free throw, which you
Taylor
alluded to.
has 3 offensive rebounds. And, you mentioned it. It looked like she was boxed out. But she still came down with it and was able to draw the foul.
Yeah, she's got a lot of toughness in her game. As does Van Lith, as does Howard. Here's Taylor. This time almost turned it over. Shelley had her hands up. Shot clock winding down. Are they aware of it? Yes, Van Lith launches it but misses everything. So that was Australia's defense coming to the fore.
Substitution. Australia.
USA fans watching nervously. Potter out and
Australia will take
Noku back in.
by number 5. Trail by 3.
Heel again for 3. She has just got big game quality, doesn't she?
We mentioned maybe the tournament wasn't going the way that she had hoped, maybe Australia basketball fans had thought of before this tournament, after her incredible run last year at the U17, being an all-star 5. But man, has she stepped up here in
The last couple of games.
The last 2 games. The second half of that semifinal yesterday.
There's Taylor chasing it down. She's already playing pro ball in Australia. So
Heel, yeah.
Heel, yeah. So
at the young age of, she's 18 only. 17.
Now, the score time 53-53 in the third quarter.
Didn't play a ton last year. She was in Perth, but they were a very good team, so it was expected that she wouldn't play a lot.
Well, it's anybody's game. We're right where we started, all knotted. 53-53 at the end of 3. Fourth quarter's underway. Van Lith, Believe, Taylor, Boston, and Howard. Van Lith in the corner. Oh, threw it up, and it went off of Heel. Look at Fowler get on the floor for it. So Australia will get the ball.
Heel almost got that turnover off.
I don't think she realized it was.
You know, she saw the pass going, and a lot of times you tell them go close out with your hands up if you think you can't pick it off. But she might have been able, if she had turned and opened up a little bit to the ball, she would have been going the other way for probably a fast break layup.
Now, I'm really interested to see the impact of Bueckers re-entering the game for the USA.
And she did kind of hobble out. She wasn't out long, but we did see her hobble out at the end of the third quarter.
She hobbled, but will she wobble on the court with her performance? I think she'll be big. Here's Heel. 3, that's off to the left.
Maybe not the offense.
Here's Bueckers right off the bench. And right off the back of the rim, but look at Boston, she's so big. She's able to reach up and just get it over the head of Bourne. That's her identity. Here is Shelley.
And you know what I like there? In the third quarter, Shelley would have taken that to the hole, and it would have been a tough shot. There, she's calmed down a little bit. She went and then pulled it back, kicked it out, and you know, hopefully there's only 11 seconds left in this possession for Australia, but maybe they can get a good shot.
Substitution.
So Howard goes off. It appears. No, she's going to go.
I think she has to actually go off if she has blood.
Yeah. Coach doesn't want to take her out, clearly. Jones is like, put me in, put me in. She wants to go in.
I mean, Clark's also had.
Hey, hurry up, let's get it fixed.
Interesting. Tell you, all of these all-stars on these rosters, they have to learn to be patient, don't they? They're so used to playing so many minutes. Shelley off the back of the end.
Oh, wow.
Boy, that's some elevation there from Eminoku.
Did you see those hops?
Oh, nice pass. Burton finds note. She will not. The Bourne identity does not score. Bueckers, the USA. Bueckers to Boston. And the foul.
And you know what? They're so concerned about Bueckers because she is so talented off of the dribble, getting to her pull-up that opens Boston up. And Bueckers is an excellent passer as well. She averages over 5 assists a game in this tournament. So, I mean, when you're a threat like that and you also have the passing ability, it's tough to stop.
Right after the game last night back at the hotel, Coach Waltz was talking to Boston about catching the ball like that and going up. Here's, oh, look at Anstey run the floor. Oh, she missed the shot. Unlucky.
What a great pass by Heel, though. Just kind of broke the pressure. It was just a tough miss by Anstey.
Howard Dumps it to Boston. Oh, that's a charge, surely.
Yeah, I feel like she went in with
Goodness me.
her elbow there. I mean, you and I saw it, who should have had the angle. Then again, I feel like the referee right in front just also had the angle.
Watch this, watch this. Well,
I feel like Fowler has, here you see the great run by Anthony. She just wasn't able to finish it.
it's a physical game in there. Look at Boston go up and just bring that ball down. Anyway, let's go down to the huddle. Also, Imanoku got a hand on that, but Hillman catches it, and this time a charge was called on Hillman. She called it, and just didn't have any room to turn around and bowled over.
Yeah, it was one of those. It was
Who took the punishment?
I think it was Shelley. Kind of a tough call against Hillman, but she had nowhere to go either.
Well, USA with that 2-point lead. Plenty of time. Instant. Good defense by Howard. Shelley, good pass to Anstey, who waited and scored. She has been outstanding.
Wouldn't you love to see her have the kind of fourth quarter that she had in the first quarter?
2 for Australia. The score still tied at 55-55.
Howard. And boy, what a rebound that was.
And now she's 1 rebound away, is it? Maybe she heard you, and that's
She suddenly looked like the best player in the court. I mean, the way she got down on the fast break. Now Shelley penetrates, drives, scores. And Australia back in front.
2 for Australia. Leading by 2.
Beliebe holds on to it, ends up knocking it out of her hands, but Hillman's there to pick up the ball and put it in. Australia almost forcing a turnover. Heel. Wow. Oh, I thought she was going to make that. That was one of those, why is she taking that shot? She was looking to make the pass and ended up shooting it.
Again, another kind of tough layup, I think, for this Australian team. They really, they shoot difficult shots.
Taylor goes up and the landing gets blocked by Anstey. Oh, and as she hurt herself, she landed awkwardly on her left ankle. Watch this.
Here we'll see it. Great
She
block.
hustles down. Oh, she came right down on Taylor. She's going to tough it out. It's like you said, this is for gold. And has she not become the most, all of a sudden, arguably the most dominant player on the court?
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
she's in pain. Look
not
at
even
her.
all of a sudden, Jeff. She started the game as the most dominant player, and she, you know, she got a little bit winded there at the end of the first quarter. In the second quarter, I think she was also trying to get her breath back. But at the beginning of this fourth,
wow,
she has been outstanding. Defensively,
yeah,
she wants it. She really, really wants it, and I can tell that.
As good as she was early, she's been even better now.
Yes, I think she's
And
just a lot more active everywhere. You know, maybe she doesn't have those quick 12 points, but she's rebounding, she's blocking, she's running the floor. I know she missed that fast break layup, but she's running the floor.
And she's in pain. She is in real pain, you can see. And
one of those kind of situations, I mean, she wants to run it off, obviously, clearly. Coaches are going to give her an opportunity to run it off.
well, Imanoku for 3. Australia have come back in front by 3.
How many lead changes do we have in this game?
Howard. Van Lith knocked out of her hands by Shelley, and then a foul on, was it Anstey? Who gets up hobbling, and she's going to have to come out. Here is Imanoku's three-pointer.
And you know, we talked about lead changes. 19 lead changes in this game so far.
Well, she didn't want to come out, but you can see she is in real pain over there. You saw her come down when she rolled her ankle on the foot of Taylor. And the block by Eminoku. And what play by Boston.
Just sticking with it. I mean, a big block by Eminoku, and then
boy, Hillman was getting ready to take that ball and go the other way. Good pass. Shelley. Here's Bourne.
Good box out by Howard. Bueckers has kind of been quiet in this,
since she came back in, she has.
Quarter, yeah.
She entered the fourth, arguably the best player in the game, but she has been indeed quiet in the fourth. And this time, a little bit out of control, forcing it.
But again,
Howard.
Great defense, in my opinion, by
Fowler. Fowler just does the dirty work, doesn't she?
She really does. I mean, if you...
Heel drives in. Oh, great move. Gets the rebound back. They swing it over to Shelley. And then, boy, they would have counted that had she made it.
Continuation had she made it.
Number 9.
And probably that's one she should have made.
Second and third team foul.
See Anstey trying to get it loose so she can re-enter the game.
I wouldn't be surprised if we do see. It's gonna depend on how Bourne and how Fowler do out there. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see her back in the game, maybe for a possession or two to see how she hits.
But how long is Howard going to stay out of the game? She's just gone, and it's crunch time.
But you know what? Howard had 2 tough shots, kind of forcing it the last 2 possessions. I mean, Eminoku, great defense, got the block against her. But then that other take, not really the kind of Howard we've seen in this tournament up to this point.
Well, what a test for the USA for the second consecutive night. They survived against Belgium last night. And here they are taking on the Gems from Australia, who have been really good value for their money tonight. Here we go. Bueckers falling down.
And you know, there's no point to rush right now. You want to get good offense on both ends. Good defense, good offense. You don't.
Eminoku is blocked by the underside of the backboard.
See, I don't think that was a great shot. You know, I'm trying to say there's a kind of, I feel like both teams are playing very anxious right now. Do you get that feeling? You know, it's obviously it's anticipation. There's 3 minutes and 36 seconds left. They're young, they're not experienced, they haven't been in that many games like this. Both teams need to calm down and get good shots. Yeah, not at this level.
Van Lith into Boston.
A great defense by Bourne. I mean, she knew exactly that Boston was going to go right shoulder baseline there.
Eminoku. Will Australia get a better shot this time? Heel. She puts it on the deck, passes it back outside to Shelley. She's wide open. Off the back of the iron. Look at Eminoku. Oh, but then she missed the putback.
That's the second easy putback Eminoku has missed in this game, Jeff, in the second half.
Up to Bueckers, and now Hillman blocked by Bourne. 2 consecutive trips down the floor, and Bourne has been terrific on defense. Shelley. Boy, you feel the fatigue, don't you? Look at Shelley spinning and scoring.
I was just about to say, no, Shelley, don't take the kind of shots you were taking in the third quarter, but.
3-pointer from Van Lith. Money time.
I mean, you have to play every second of every possession, offense and defense right now.
Bourne. She makes the pass. Great defense. I think it was Boston with the block. Here comes Clark in the mid-court. Hands it off to Van Lith. She's blocked by Heel. So 2 shots coming from Van Lith, and in the grand scheme of things, really you want to make her earn it at the line.
Absolutely. You know, again, I don't think it's a horrible foul by Heel. She did that in the first half. Van Lith so far in this tournament is only shooting 57%.
Look at that block for Bourne on Hillman.
Two-handed block. And here's the shot by Shelley that, you know, those are the kind of shots. Actually, I feel like in the third quarter there was defense coming over to help, so she was shooting that shot against 2 people. Well, there it was against Van Lith, who she does have a height advantage against.
The USA have been good at the line, but now they're 10 of 12, and that'll count. So now 11 of 13, and it is oh so close. A 1-point game. USA hanging tough. That was a huge 3-pointer by Van Lith. Now she goes to the line and makes 1 of 2.
And again, you know, she is only a 57% free throw shooter in this tournament, so maybe that's something that you have to be aware of coming down to the wire in this game if you're Australia.
Hill gets rid of it. Into Bourne, tough shot. Fowler follows it up. And the jump ball was called. It'll be USA possession. And like Bueckers went down as well. She's going to get helped up. And now the USA can reclaim the lead. Van Lith again, behind the arc. Now Howard back in the game as well. And it goes to Boston, bounce pass, well read by Eminoku, forces a turnover into the hands of Heel. Fowler has Clark behind her, and look at that, Clark, that's her kind of play right there.
Really
she doesn't give up.
Great job by Clark. I mean, she hasn't played a ton of minutes for them, but talk about coming in and forcing a huge turnover. And then who else?
Anstey comes back into the game for Australia, for Bourne.
You know what? I think Bourne had some huge minutes for them late.
She did indeed. Van Lith gets it over to Bueckers, who's been quiet in the 4th quarter. There's still time for her to make a big shot. She penetrates, she gets it to the corner. Van Lith drives in, puts it up with the left hand. The battle for the ball. It's going to be Australia possession.
And you know what? That was a really strong take by Van Lith, but I actually think it was even stronger defense by Heel. And Heel has a little bit of a, I would say, height and strength disadvantage.
Anstey back in. She rolled the ankle. She's gritting it out.
And so Australia called the timeout here. And I was going to say, normally you would call a timeout, and under 2 minutes left in the game, you're allowed to advance the ball. So it was a little confusing why they were about to take. And the reason you do that is you don't want to risk turning the ball over underneath the other team's basket.
Get it in.
So you see, U.S. are in the zone here.
Fowler holds on to it. Bounce pass to Minoku. Wow! Now the USA have to answer with an
The U.S. won't call a timeout, so obviously in that last timeout, they talked about no matter what, win or score, we're going to run something.
Van Lith for 3, misses. Heel hustles, gets her hand on the ball.
And you know what? That's scary because they left Van Lith wide open.
Nervous moments for the USA, down 3. Denied the title 2 years ago by Russia in Italy. Here they are back in the title game,
I would
trying
not
to
be
get back.
surprised if Becker kind of takes over and makes a big shot for them here.
Well, she puts it up, but short. Hillman, though, the offensive rebound, another chance. Van Lith penetrates, but has it taken away by Eminoku. And now Anstey has it. And Anstey, she caught Howard big time, and it was. They're
I
gonna
think
talk
the ref
about
changed his call.
Yeah.
I think it was a foul on Howard, and then an offensive foul.
Yeah, and this is what they're
So
talking about.
But can't they go to video replay here?
I don't. Well, they're gonna tint. No, they can't. They're gonna look. If they were looking at it as an unsportsmanlike, yeah, that's right. You got it right, Shono, because they called.
They called a foul on Howard, and then I think after.
That's right. So they have called the
an unsportsmanlike on. So.
But they can review the unsportsmanlike.
So what's going to happen here? I think that is the 5th team foul. So Anstey is going to get 2 free throws.
Right, but then it's going to be.
The unsportsmanlike So that's it. There's going to be no one on the free throw line. Then the U.S. are going to go down. Howard's come out. She looks like she has blood. I mean, she caught an elbow. And then the U.S. are going to go down and shoot 2 free throws and get the ball back.
They're in the bonus. This was earlier shot by Emma
Oh,
Noku.
so their U.S. is not in bonus.
So they will have.
That was only their 4th
So they will
foul.
get the 2 unsportsmanlike free
Yes.
throws. And possession.
And possession. So it's it's a 1 possession game right now, and you're getting 2 free throws plus the ball back.
But no, I mean, Anstey should get the free throws.
No, because they're not. I thought they were in bonus.
Oh, they're not in the
I
bonus
thought it
yet.
was.
I've
Yeah, I
gotcha.
thought the U.S.
So
committed fight. Yeah.
So it's 2 free throws
Substitution number 16.
and possession for the USA. For the unsportsmanlike. Clark comes in to take the free throws. Wow, what a game-changing play.
The free throw
For this
by
tournament,
number
Clark.
6.
She's got ice
Clark
running through her
is
veins.
shooting 83%. She hasn't taken many free throws, so
She's been
the
very,
person.
very big, but she only makes 1 of 2. So now the USA can tie it or win it, or go ahead rather with a 3. Well, a memorable play. Oh, they're going to throw it over the defense. Van Lith catches it. Oh, what a play! She scores it to tie it. Well executed.
What a play! And a great shot by Van Lith. That is a highlight play right there. And I think the pass was by Bueckers, right? On the out of bounds here.
We'll get another look at it. Here it is.
Let's see.
Bueckers.
And even a good finish. I mean, Fowler came over, and you don't typically see an alley-oop play for
Yeah, you got to play defense in this situation. And we'll see if Australia, what you don't want to do is turn it over and lead to a fast break if you're Australia.
I mean,
But the USA, they are going to be playing some tough defense here. Can they get the ball in bounds? No, they do not. Yes, they do, barely. Emma Noku back to heel. It's go time for Australia, but the D is there for the USA, and they have to put up a prayer, and they do not, and we're going to overtime, and that was about as well as the USA could have played defensively. They gave nothing away.
I mean, Australia couldn't even breathe there on offense. That was wonderful defense. They didn't really take risks, but it was strong defense. I mean, there was no opening. I don't think the Australian players could even see the basket.
No, they couldn't. That was the best 12 seconds of defense that the USA played the entire game.
Absolutely, and there you see.
And they also played defense at the end. And it's interesting, also, you got to look back at it, the unsportsmanlike foul. You know, was it necessary? Was it by Anstey?
It sucks because Anstey was trying to protect the ball.
Yeah.
It wasn't intentional by any means. But she did block Howard.
She
I mean,
called
it was. She didn't do it on purpose, though. That was very evident.
Scanlon back in the game for Australia. Shelley has it, and she goes in and draws the foul from Bueckers. So Shelley's been good, she's been aggressive, and she is rewarded with a trip to the free throw line. She's got 16 points tonight.
She's had a great game. I mean, I questioned some of her takes, especially it was more in the third quarter, to be honest, Jeff. I just thought a few possessions were close to her. She was forcing it a little bit too much, but she was just getting stuck. She was dribbling too deep. But really, she has been big throughout the course of this game.
Well, her grandparents here watching her, and just watched her put them in front by 2. Now the USA. Boston catches it a long way from the basket. Bueckers. Oh, and Boston just cleared out that time. Anstey. Tell you what Boston wants, Boston gets, but she gets called for the foul that time.
Do you think Boston grew up as a Boston Celtics fan?
Quite possibly. Or Daryl Boston. Here is Anstey at the line, and the first one battles out. could end up being a good foul. Anstey has had a whale of a game for Australia. And she misses both. She's stuck on 16 points.
And you know, you hate to see the game come down to free throw shooting. In this tournament, Australia are only shooting 63% from the free throw line, which is not a great stat, Jeff.
Oh, Bueckers lost it, got it back, but didn't score. But Hillman gets it, puts it up, and it's fouled. Rebound is the statistic of desire, and Hillman had plenty of it.
And really, I mean, I talked about Australia being this incredibly strong rebounding team.
Well, this time Hillman misses, but chases the ball down in the corner. Boy, both teams really wanted it. But the USA got it. Now Bueckers, who just hasn't been on her game in the fourth quarter, at least scoring-wise. And then Boston goes down, and it goes off of Boston.
We did see Bueckers hobble out. She came out with about a minute left in the third quarter, and something was bothering her.
Yeah,
and
she was hobbling.
Yeah, you know, she started the fourth quarter, but I agree with you. I don't think, she definitely hasn't been the player that we saw in the first 3 quarters of the game.
Scanlon guarded by Van Lith. 2 feisty players going up against each other.
Keep in mind, both teams are in bonus, so any foul anywhere committed, they're going to be shooting.
Fowler, I thought she threw it away. There's Scanlon, an air ball, and Eminoku is called for the foul.
And I just talked about both teams are in bonus, so any foul committed anywhere, you're going to go down and shoot free throws. In my opinion, that's a very unfortunate foul by Eminoku. I mean, it's unnecessary. You don't have any chance of getting that offensive rebound. You know, Hillman already had it. She had clear possession of it. I understand, you know, you always want to play, you always want to be aggressive, but you just give up 2 free throws.
Well, Hillman's missed a couple of free throws now in a row. They rebounded the last miss. They're harder to make at this time of the game. And she missed both. But look at Belibi. She got in there and kept it alive, but it goes off of the USA. They could review that, can't they? Or can they in the overtime? The last 3 minutes of regulation they can.
So is it the last 3 minutes of overtime as well? It must be, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like it's a new half a quarter.
To be fair, we haven't seen them reviewing anything.
You and I saw a lot of reviews
in Serbia for Eurobasket women. Well, Australia have it. It's all tied at 68. Shelley, that was great. And like you said, oh, but look at Anstey's come up with the steal, anticipating the outlet pass. And Shelley picks up her dribble. Fowler dumps it over to Anstey. Great defense by Belibi, though, putting pressure on Anstey. And both teams turning it over now.
I think both teams are tired. I mean, that first 40 minutes took a lot out of them. Yesterday's game.
21 turnovers for the USA, 18 for Australia. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Howard hands it off to Belibi. She was blocked. And 3.6 seconds remain. Boy, they're letting them play. Bueckers looks the inbounds. Oh, she got it to Van Lith, who was open. She passes it up and goes in and hits the short jumper, the 2. I mean, nobody has been better for the USA late in the game than Hailey Van Lith.
I mean, she has been clutch for them. If they win, she's going to be a big reason. Her performance in the last few minutes of the fourth quarter.
Well, the ball knocked away, but Eminoku gets it. Now inside it goes to Anstey. Takes a tough shot and rebounded by Howard. USA looking a little bit better right now.
And in my opinion, Anstey looks gassed.
And Howard, the mid-range jumper. USA back in front by 4. I don't think Howard's had her A game tonight, but that was a big shot. I mean, her progress from last year in Belarus is quite something else, isn't it? I mean, she's been really influential the last couple of days.
Same with her and Bueckers. I mean, you and I.
Here's Van Lith almost coming up and getting to steal.
See, right here, Australia can't be complacent. And I mean,
and Fowler again. Now they got to hurry to get it across midcourt. Scanlon has to hurry, and boy, she almost didn't.
But she was very casual with it. And
USA by 4 points. Scanlon penetrates, tries to hand it off, and the kick. They're going to put 14 seconds on the shot clock. Scanlon to Anstey. Imanopu's open and off the back of the iron. Good effort by Anstey to keep it alive and bat it into the hands of Fowler. Anstey gets it to Fowler. She goes up and scores, gets it back to 2 points. Now the USA.
Australia need to get a stop here, Jeff.
Oh, that's a charge. A little bit out of control by Van Lith.
I mean, it was just unnecessary. You see Coach talking to her there.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need it. Stay aggressive, of course. You're up 2, but time and score.
And that's good coaching by Walsh. He didn't complain.
No, just telling
he
her,
used
like,
it as a teaching moment. Yeah.
Carried by 2. And get the ball.
Belibi almost knocking the ball away from Anstey. Shot clock down to 7. A little bit of a double team action here. Fowler gets it over to Scanlon for 3. That would have put Australia in front. Fowler with the rebound. Look at Belibi come in there for the steal.
Fowler,
what a play.
Turning it over there. I mean, she came up with a huge offensive rebound. She almost could have dribbled and taken a layup herself. Right now, you need a stop.
You got to get a stop and a rebound. USA basket, they might put it away. No, Howard short for the offensive rebound. Belibi has been huge. Anstey thought about, passes it back to Shelley, who spins, gets inside, misses Belibi with another rebound. Australia have got a foul. They've got a foul, but they're not going to, and the USA are going to win. How in the world have they won this game? They were in real trouble with 1.8 seconds remaining. It's heartbreak.
It really
for
is.
Australia.
I mean, there's so many points in the game that you can talk about, Jeff, but sport can be incredibly cruel. There's no other way to
It goes back to the unsportsmanlike foul for Australia. That is what has swung the game.
By no means are we blaming Anstey. I mean, I know the unsportsmanlike was on her. Nothing about it was intentional. Unfortunately, when she was trying to protect the ball, her elbow made contact to Howard's face.
Wow, they're tired. Howard misses both. Anstey rebounds it. And the USA celebrate deservedly. They were outstanding. Their backs were against the wall, but they have come back and won it in overtime. A classic. 74-70 over Australia.